In this video, we're going to break down how we filmed the Ferrari A12 comp.
Bouncing up the gim.
Setting up a gim. Check it out. We're going to take you behind the lens on how we captured all the angles on the night, the gear we used, and our creative process throughout the whole project.
Let us start by saying you don't need a massive crew to pull this off. In short, it was Jack and I filming, and what really got us through it was the planning.
The gear we used on the night was the Sony A7Siii with a DJI RS3 Pro. We were using a 24-70 f2.8 Sony lens, as well as a Sigma f1.4 50mm lens. As for the rolling shots, we used a MovMax car rig, which kept our shots incredibly smooth. We used various action cameras on the night that ranged from the GoPro Hero 11 to the Osmo Action 4. We suction cupped the cameras on the car to get some very unique shots.
The shoot was split up into 4 different sections. We started off in a garage, and we used those shots actually at the end of the video. We went to 2 different spots for detail shots of the car, and we ended the night with roller shots.
Starting with the detail shots, we were down in Port Melbourne for sunset, and let's just say, it was perfect timing. We planned our second location in Docklands as it wasn't a far drive from Port Melbourne, and it was perfect for getting some ultra crisp detail shots with the city in the background.
We utilised these 2 locations to get plenty of shots, including tight, mediums and wides, to give us plenty of variation in the edit. At these 2 locations as well, we went off and got B-roll shots that weren't highlighting the car. We found these have been useful when you're doing quick cutaways in the edit. And for all you camera people out there, we shot everything in 25 frames in Cine 4 on the Sony A7S III.
We mounted the action cameras all over the Ferrari, but one problem we noticed was that the car had a matte finish, which didn't allow us to be able to stick a lot of the cameras on the actual paint. So as a backup, we decided to stick all the action cameras on the windows instead. For some other dynamic shots, we hopped in the passenger seat of the Ferrari and got some shots whilst the owner was driving to get him upshifting, downshifting, and holding the steering wheel.
For the roller shots, we had 2 car rigs on a BMW X6, one mounted at the rear and one mounted at the front. This allowed for us to get shots of the rear of the Ferrari while driving, as well as the front of the Ferrari while driving. Having both the car mounts filming at the same time allowed us to double up on a lot of footage, which was fantastic, and it meant that we didn't have to waste time moving the rig from the rear to the front of the car, just to get different shots. Another thing that streamlined the shoot was using walkie-talkies. We had one in the X6 and one in the Ferrari, and we were able to talk to the driver, and it made it extremely simple.
Overall, everything went very well, from the planning of the project to the execution on the shoot night.
A massive thank you to everyone who made this possible, and if you haven't checked out the video, linked in the description.